Well, today we see that practically all the stocks among the Magnificent Seven are trying to make top signals, and this could be a prelude to a correction, so we need to proceed very carefully. However, keep in mind that today is a relatively strange day, and I will explain why in this video. So let's see what's going on over here, but first, welcome to the Finance Hydra channel. My name is Nathan. I'm a retail trader. It is very nice to see you guys over here. And yes, Tesla is crashing. No one is crashing harder than Tesla today, which is dropping 2.72% the moment I'm recording this video. And what's the problem here? The problem is that we see a particularly powerful resistance level on Tesla stock. I told you guys, I have been warning you guys in this channel for a while. $194. That's our nemesis. Tesla has to break the 194 in order to officially revert the bullish sentiment over here on the daily chart, mid-term speaking. Only by breaking 194, Tesla is going to actually reverse this bearish sentiment. And today we see a bearish reaction, guess where? Just below the 194. And this just reinforces our previous reading that this is our main nemesis over here. This is the most important resistance level that Tesla has to break in order to make something new, right? In order to actually reverse this bearish sentiment. And there are a few problems over here, which makes the situation even more difficult for Tesla. If we take a look at SPY, for instance, SPY right now is roughly on break even, all right, dropping 0.05%. We are roughly on break even. Yes, we made a new record high today. We broke the $500 resistance level. However, if SPY loses the $500 again and closes below this psychological resistance level, this could be a trigger point for a correction on SPY. I'm not saying reversal, I'm saying correction. And any correction on SPY back to the 21 EMA on the daily chart would be totally normal, totally acceptable. However, I do agree that if we see the indices correcting, our stocks, Tesla, NVDA, Apple, Microsoft, Google, etc., all of these stocks are going to probably correct a little bit sharper in the next few days. We see QQQ is a little bit more bearish than SPY. It is actually dropping 0.40% roughly. It is making a real bearish candlestick pattern today. This could be a top signal. It is not a top signal yet. However, it could be because, guys, as long as this top signal does not get triggered, no pullback is going to materialize, all right? So we gotta see a pullback getting triggered, just like QQQ made over here, January 24. It actually triggered this shooting star candlestick pattern, which is the same pattern we see today so far, all right? So only by triggering this bearish candlestick pattern, we're gonna see a real correction. Otherwise, we may see just a top signal, which is not gonna get triggered, just like QQQ made over here, right? Twice, by the way, we saw two top signals, none of them got triggered, and then the bullish rally continued, all right? So we gotta see this top signal getting triggered. So far, there is no top signal triggered on QQQ. Therefore, no pullback is going to materialize on our stocks. But if we see a pullback, okay, then I do believe our stocks are going to correct to their next support levels. What's the problem? The problem is that we see the Dow Jones Index making a very strong bullish reaction. It is making a new record high as well. And look at this candle. It is quite bullish. So we see SPY on break even. We see QQQ dropping. We see the Dow Jones going up sharply. So the indices are not on the same page. When we look at this heat map over here, we have a better view of what's going on. We see that most of the stocks that are actually on red, they are either mega cap stocks or tech related stocks. We see that the finance sector, it is mostly on green. Consumer services, mostly on green. Energy minerals, mostly on green. Utilities, mostly on green. Consumer non-durables, mostly on green. So we see many sectors performing relatively well today. So it feels like a few sectors, especially the tech-related sector, is the one to blame for this drop today, for this mess we see right here on the indices today. So, and this only makes the situation a little bit harder, more difficult to understand. But I do believe, in my humble opinion, that if QQQ triggers a correction, we're gonna see Apple triggering a sharper correction. I'm very skeptical about a sharper correction to the 167, but it could correct to a lower level over here, right? As long as we stay above the 180s, that's okay. Probably Apple is going to continue its sideways movement for a while. Microsoft could easily correct to the 21 EMA, and that's okay, that's totally fine. Google could also correct back to the 21 EMA. Google is inside an ascending channel. Only if we actually lose this ascending channel downwards, we are gonna see a crystal clear bearish reversal. But so far so good, we are still bullish. Amazon, it is still insanely bullish. It is making a bearish reaction today. Yes, it is. Today's candlestick pattern is called dark cloud cover candlestick pattern, which is a bearish reaction most of the time. So all right, we could keep that in mind. Any correction over here, it would be just fine. It is not gonna actually reverse the bullish sentiment, but we could see a pullback to the 21 EMA on the daily chart, and this is it. Tesla is, well, Tesla is a real mess because unlike other stocks, Tesla is really bearish. It is really bearish. It is below the 21 EMA. It is trying to make lower highs, lower lows. Its resistance levels has been working so nicely over here that it makes me wonder if Tesla is going to actually reverse. And that today's reaction is a real warning signal. So we gotta keep our eyes open over here, because by triggering a top signal right under our major resistance level at 194, well, that's gonna be a very terrible signal for Tesla, suggesting a sharper correction, possibly to the 180s at least. Of course, I'm still a little bit skeptical about seeing Tesla losing this descending channel downwards over here. To me, it would be extremely over bearish, but that's a possibility, all right? Let's not discard this possibility entirely, but I'm very skeptical about a sharper continuation of the bear trend over here. But I do agree that if the indices correct to their 21 EMAs, again, we may see Tesla back to the 180s or even to a slightly lower level in the next few days, and that this is gonna be very frustrating, especially for the bulls over here. Speaking by myself, I do believe that Tesla could easily recover, could easily close this gap over here around the 206, the 207, but today's reaction may prove me wrong. Of course, nothing that really concerns or bugs me, because, guys, in this game, we are here together for the long term, all right? We are here to make money long term speaking, and losing once or twice, it is not enough to harm our long term consistency. Speaking of which, 100% we are up. The top 5% project is up almost 100%. We are going up 94% since we started the 5% project here in this channel. We are beating the market. The S&P index is up only 30% roughly, so we live up to our name. We are among the top 5% of traders that can actually consistently beat the market long term speaking. Many people don't believe that it is possible to beat the market. Many people believe that investing beats trading. We live up to our name. We are the living proof that yes, you can outperform the market, and our strategy is extremely simple. The top 5% follows an extremely simple trading methodology. We only trade once per week. Only trading once per week, we achieved such astonishing performance. Oh, and what's more, by joining the project, you will get access to our Telegram channel as well for more trading strategies, for more trading ideas, for more signals on many stocks that are outside of everybody else's radars. So just join us right now, because we work very hard to deliver to our members a terrific, excellent performance. We are beating the market together, so join the top 5% project. The QR code is right here on the left corner of your screen or in the fixed comment below, all right? Now, back to Tesla. Okay, a pullback to the 180s is acceptable, But if we lose the 180s, then okay, then there is, apparently, there is not going to be any hope for Tesla. We are going to crash to much lower levels. Now, NVIDIA, on the other hand, is extremely bullish. It is extremely bullish, and any pullback to the 21 MA, it is not going to mean anything for NVIDIA. As long as we stay trading above the 21 MA, making higher highs, higher lows, here we see a very, very shy and timid pivot point, right? As long as we keep doing that, the trend will persist. The bull trend will persist. And to me, NVIDIA is just going to seek the $750 again, which is the next technical target. If you look at the smaller time frame over here, is the next technical target of this bullish pivot point, $750 over here. That's NVIDIA's next technical target. Right now, we are just retesting the 21 MA on the 1 hour chart. That's very good. That's totally acceptable. This is what NVIDIA has been doing since it started its rally over here. Pullbacks to the 21 MA. Every time we reach the 21 MA, it bounces back again. It resumes the bullish sentiment. Will NVIDIA resume the bullish sentiment again? Well, that's a real possibility. I don't know. I don't need to know the future in order to trade well. Meanwhile, we see Meta is also making a bearish reaction. I know it is going up, but it is making a huge shadow above the candlestick's body over here, just like NVIDIA. So these two stocks, although they are bullish, technically speaking, we see a bearish intraday reaction. And all of these signals on Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Tesla, NVIDIA, Meta, etc., all of these stocks are trying to make top signals today. And they could drag the indices along with them, but any pullback, it is not going to actually harm the bullish sentiment on these stocks, except Tesla. Tesla is clearly special over here. Tesla could actually resume the bearish sentiment by losing the 180s, because by doing so, we're going to trigger a bearish pivot point over here. We're going to make a lower high, lower low. So we got to watch out the $180 from here. All right, of course, that I will keep you guys updated every single day in this channel. Therefore, consider subscribing. If you're still watching this video, click the like button to support me as well. I highly appreciate your audience, my dear friends. See you guys tomorrow. Stay safe. Bye bye.